Good, actually it's afternoon at this point. Good afternoon. It is, oh geez, what day is it? It is Saturday, October 11th, and we left Paris. We took a Bolt, it's like Uber, to Orly Airport and picked up our rental car, and we drove to Chartres, where the great Cathedral of Chartres is. And our hotel is literally beside it. But we had quite the adventure getting here. Oh my gosh. I need to take a breather here. And yeah, like literally we are around the corner from the cathedral. It's actually a great location. Yeah. So my first time here was 49 years ago in 1976. And it took my breath away even then. Yeah, I'm glad to be back. Dinner tonight is going to be in this restaurant. But we had a hairy time getting to where we're staying. Oh my gosh. I'll tell that story later. So I'm walking back to where we're staying. There's a side, I think I showed that to you, the side portal to get into the cathedral. But it's a very ancient cathedral. Built, I think, in the 1400s, maybe? I'm not sure. I'll get all that info. And this is like a utilities cover on the street. It's just a street. And it's in the famous thing about Chartres is the, oh my gosh, labyrinth that's on the floor of the cathedral. And so the covers of the utility, the water system, is in the shape of the labyrinth. All right, this is the view that we have from our window. It's pretty stunning over the town of Chartres. And then down there in the lawn, they've got the labyrinth. It's obviously a pretty day. And then, let's see, this is our room. It's kind of bare bones, but that's all we need. We're just here one night, and it's accessible. And a real modern bathroom. Wow. All right, we're going to the cathedral now. All right, this is our little car. This is where we're staying, which I think it was once upon a time a place for monks or priests or nuns. And then over here, that turret you see is the cathedral. It's so close. Oh my gosh. All right, the cathedral. We're in the cathedral now. It's obviously amazing. More later, but it was built between 1194 and 1230. Yeah. This is one of the side vestibules. This is it's just beautiful. Wow. These are the stained glass panels that Malcolm Miller told us about. This was even way back, 49 years ago. He had all the panels memorized. He could talk to a group with his back to the panels and talk about each one of them. And then the beautiful rose window. And back in the day when they built these cathedrals, there were no seats. People came to the cathedral and they stood the whole time. And this is the famous labyrinth here in Chartres. Because people in the countryside were poor, they couldn't do a pilgrimage to Jerusalem or to Rome, so they did their pilgrimages in labyrinths, or they used labyrinths. And again, there were no chairs back in the day. It was wide open. And I think the first time I came here, it was open. But then you get a better view. Oh, too much sunshine. But then the stained glass in the sides is breathtaking. This is all medieval stained glass. This is one of the apses. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. I'm not good on church terminology. This is the very back, the altar. And then this is down the other side of the, again, apse. I'm not sure about the terminology. All the stained glass is medieval stained glass, original. During World War II, people of the town took the glass out and hid it. And I love how the sun is setting, and I love how the sun shines through some of the windows. And this is the famous stone choir screen that was done in the 1500s. It's almost lacy looking, and it's different scenes from the Bible. And this is known as Our Lady of the Pillar. I believe, hold on just a second. It was sculpted in the 1600s, and it was placed on a 13th century, on this pillar, and it was placed on the rood screen. That was a screen that separated the main altar area from the main part of the church, and that's no longer here. Okay, and the stone screen, that's where I was. This is where I'm going, and it just keeps going round, and it goes all the way to the ground. It is stunning. And then, of course, I'm at the back of the church, and there's more stained glass. I'm just wondering if those panels that are light colored and not the dark stained glass were maybe destroyed in the war. I don't know. I need to find out. And I'm in the very back of the church, and no more stone, but it goes all the way around the choir. Yeah, I hope I took some pictures in 1976. I'd like to pull them out to see what's different. I'm sure a lot. So they're doing construction, but look at the ceiling here, and the restoration compared to the ceiling down there. Quite a difference. I think the whole cathedral looked like this when I was here in 1976. It was all very dark. So we're back out front. Again, the facade is impressive. The doors aren't quite, they're not like Notre Dame, but Notre Dame was built after this. And this is also on the Pilgrim's Trail. There's the little shell. So Chip is in the pharmacy getting some cold medicine for his cold. We're at a delightful little square. These are some of the side streets going off the square. The streets are very small, filled with pedestrians, yet yours truly, see this car driving down? That was me, winding all around, went down this street that really doesn't look like a street, right here where that dog is. Yeah, so embarrassing. Like, these tiny, itty bitty little streets. I don't know where this guy's going. Yeah, so we had to be buzzed in because this is a pedestrian-only zone. I mean, it was crazy. We're like knocking people out of the way. Anyway. No, we didn't knock any people out of the way, but we made it, but it took us almost as long to make it to the hotel once we got to Chartres as it took for us to get from Paris here. So there you go. And oh yeah, go Intermarché. Woo! We got some cyclists. This is awesome. And we've got pretty fleurs. That was cool seeing the cyclists. Of course, it's France, and there's always beautiful flowers. Okay, we're taking a little walk. We're actually looking to see where the start of the bike race is tomorrow. I'm going to hang out there for a while. But in the meantime, here's a distance picture. Too bad the construction is there, but I'm sure it'll look lovely after it's done. All right, so we are pretty sure we found where the cyclists are leaving from. There's this big, huge square, so it will hold all the fans that are going to be here. And then they're going to start on that street about where that white car is tomorrow. It's going to be a day like today, tomorrow, so it's going to be beautiful. We are headed to dinner, but I just wanted to get the cathedral with this late afternoon sun. It's like glimmering, and so are some of the buildings on the square. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, we're in the restaurant and we're at our table, and this is our view. Okay, you're getting sick of this cathedral, I know that, but it's so cool. Okay, here we are. It's dark. They've got the front of the cathedral lit up. So I'm going to sign off here. It's a little breezy. It's a little chilly tonight. So remember, buy the shoes, eat the cake or the chocolate mousse that I've had twice in 2 days. And take the trip, and you'll see amazing, beautiful things and meet really fun people. So we'll see you tomorrow. Big day tomorrow. Bye.